What's up, guys? Katya here, and I'm at Boost Barn checking out all of their cool cars that they do work on. And I guess I'm in Subaru STI heaven because there's so many. Like right off the bat, right here, this V8 chassis, it looks so nice with the red, and I really like these cars a lot because of their big wing. Right here, this is actually my car. Well, actually, it's not my car because this is my car. It kind of blends in with all of the STIs because the wing is very similar. It feels kind of just at home. Right here's another V8 chassis STI. I really like this blue color as well. These calipers right here are also just so nice. They just pop so good. And we can even take a look at the engine bay right here. Check this out. Yo, this is crazy. This turbo is massive. Check it out. Also, this intake right here, huge. Really awesome engine bay. Coming on over here, this is a GD chassis STI. I really love these old school wings that they have. This style is just, it's my favorite. I love gold wheels. Check out this hood scoop right here. Like, yo, this is a massive hood scoop. Here, another GD chassis STI, a bit of a smaller hood scoop, but yo, still looking fresh. This is a rarer color. It was a special edition STI, also a V8 chassis, and I really like this color. It looks so good. It reminds me of the Neptune blue color for the GR86. This is a GR chassis one, and the white color, yo, it's kind of clean, matches with my car. And right here, this is another V8 chassis one. It's like, yo, these STIs are just like appearing out of nowhere. It's like they're just generating into my render view as I'm walking here. And right here behind, there's even another one. Oh, and another one right here. Like, can you believe how many STIs are around me? This is crazy. They not only have just STIs, they also have this Forester right here. It's so slammed. This is crazy. I think it makes the car look really, really good. I'm with the owner of Boost Barn, and this is Aaron.
Yeah, how's it going? We specialize in Subaru performance stuff, so show you around a little bit and show you some of the cool projects we going on.
Sweet. So right here, as you can see, there's this Subaru Impreza. It looks just like a regular Impreza. Is there anything special about it?
Yeah, no, this is a base model. It has all different colored doors. I heard you like blue, so we put a lot of blue stuff on it.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's got this might be a little bit of a giveaway, but it's got 2 sets of calipers on the rear.
No way, I've never seen that before. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So that's actually controlled by that red lever in there. It's a hydraulic handbrake for drifting.
Sweet. Wait, for drifting?
Yeah.
Is this a drift car?
It is a drift car.
Oh, no way. Here's some donuts for you guys.
It's not a regular Subaru. It's actually not running really anything Subaru aside from the body and actually the radiators from a Subaru.
Oh yeah, oh wow.
But
okay.
Most of it is, well, it's got a Chevy V8 engine in it.
V8?
It's an LS,
Oh.
It's a 6-liter LS with a 1,000 horsepower Garrett turbo on it.
A 1,000 horsepower?
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
what it makes? 1,000 horsepower?
It's actually not tuned yet. It's only running like really low boost because we just got it done in a rush. Like this is not all finished. Like it's got really like water bottles and stuff, just like last minute touches just so we could get it on the track.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, but we got it to an event. We built this whole car in like 2 months. So
That's crazy, 2 months.
that's it.
Wow.
Yeah, and we got it out and had a pretty successful day.
Yeah.
Drifting and sliding, burning some tires.
Nice.
But yeah, it's got a V8 engine, obviously. Then it's got the BMW 6-speed transmission, so even that's not Subaru. And then it's got a Nissan rear differential.
Oh, no way.
And it's actually got a Dodge Durango power steering pump. So in the back, it's got an electric over hydraulic power steering pump. So it actually just pumps hydraulic fluid up to the rack. So there's no like pump on the motor. It's only the alternator, and the water pump is all it runs.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And what is this pipe right here?
Yeah, so that's the external wastegate. So that's how it controls the boost. So
Yeah.
whatever's not going into the turbo, it blows out here and wastes it basically. So yeah,
Whoa.
so it's just pointing out the hood because it shoots sick flames when you're drifting.
Oh, that's awesome.
So little
be
style points.
Must be so cool to see that.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's right in front of the passenger's view.
So this is your race car, and you said that it was also your first Subaru ever.
Yeah.
Could you talk about it?
Yeah, this thing I bought back in 2012, my very first Subaru. Actually drove out to Calgary to go pick it up. It was like a one-owner car,
whoa.
super clean title, everything. It was like a mint car. And then I got it and started cutting into it. It's currently a convertible. It's got
Yeah.
no roof on it. You know, it's actually still in primer. Like I said, it's still a work in progress. Yeah, this car's been through so many revisions, but I think it's really coming to where it's always kind of been headed for a long time now. I tore this car apart when I started Boost Barn, and I just figured I would start working on this car as the business started growing and as I started getting more customers and getting busy. But I got so busy right off the bat that I couldn't touch this car. So I had gotten to the point where I stripped the entire car down to a bare shell, and I like cut the floor out of it and everything. And then it just sat on a rotisserie, like a giant car rotisserie
Wow.
that, you know, you can like
Yeah.
turn the car and work underneath it. Yeah, so, you know, I've learned a ton on this car. I've done so much work on it. And to get it to this point, it had gone through a ton of revisions. So, you know, I first started modifying this car pretty much right when I got it. Started putting exhaust, intake, all the kind of basic bolt-ons and
So it wasn't
modifications.
stock for very long.
No, it was pretty much like day 2 that I owned it.
No way.
I ordered parts from it like right away.
Wow.
So yeah, it was not very long after I got it that it had modifications done to it, and I got my very first access port and started, you know, trying to tune and learning how to tune, and inevitably ended up blowing up the engine. So then I had to learn how to build engines. So I
Yeah.
started, you know, I took it apart, started tinkering, just started learning how it's done, did a lot of research, you know, built a couple engines.
Did you always want a race car? Like,
I think,
was that
yeah,
something you always
I
dreamed
always-
about having?
I just love like all forms of motorsports. Like even as a kid, like my dad
Yeah.
would take me go-karting, and he
Oh,
just
no
saw I
way.
was so competitive, and he actually took me out of he took me away from cars because he's like, I don't want him to get like, you know,
Access to.
yeah, he doesn't want me to get like silly with it, and because it's
Yeah.
a dangerous sport at the end of
It
the day,
is,
right?
yeah.
So he kind of tried to like point me in a different direction, and
Mm.
I still ended up finding my way back to cars.
Aw.
But now he like fully supports it and everything. He's
Oh,
seen
that's
what
awesome.
I've done, and I take all my safety precautions, right?
For sure.
We have all the roll cage and stuff built in here now. It's
Yeah.
all up to like code and everything for the. It's actually a little bit overkill for the class that I'm running in. This extra bar is actually for rally.
Oh, okay, I
It's,
see.
yeah, it's an intrusion bar, so you don't technically need that. But I'm like, you know what? It's a little bit extra weight, but it's way more safety. I'll just
Mm.
do it. So I'm trying to take, you know, I've got an onboard fire suppression in there that you saw earlier. So,
Yes.
you know, the
Yeah.
full harness. It's a 6-point harness, so it holds you in there super tight. And then I have all my racing suit and my gloves and my shoes and everything that's, you know, rated for fire and stuff like that.
So there's a fire suppression mechanism in here?
Yeah, so fire is a very big possibility in racing and anything
Yeah.
modified cars and all that stuff. These cars get into high temperatures. So I actually have a handheld fire suppression right under my seat, so I can grab that and like point at a localized fire.
Yeah.
But in case of something really big or major, we actually have an onboard fire suppression. So I can show you that.
Oh,
It's on the
sweet,
other side
yeah.
of the car. So yeah, right here on the passenger side, it's mounted right there. So that's the actual tank. Don't mind the mess in there. I still got a lot of stuff to button up and put away. But if you follow the line, that line actually goes up there, and it actually points at the driver's feet, the passenger's feet. It points into the engine bay as well. It has all these spray nozzles and stuff. So basically,
And it's the thicker cord, right?
it's this aluminum one right here.
Aluminum. Oh,
Yeah, it's a hard
I see.
line.
Yeah, it's connected to the fire
Yeah,
extinguisher.
exactly.
I see it, yeah.
And then there's actually a cable right here, you can see. So in case, you know, God forbid, but in case a major accident or something where if I'm no longer conscious or something and the car's on fire, the marshal or any sort of safety person or anyone that's, you know, around the track can come and just pull this right here.
Oh, whoa.
So if you pull that, it'll just turn, you know, it'll turn the fire, it'll open the bottle up and it'll just spray at where all the nozzles are. I'll show you under the hood too if you want.
Yeah,
there's a lot of custom stuff. There's still some vents that are going to be put in here just for heat and stuff. But this is currently, like I said, a work in progress, but it's a lot of custom stuff happening. We did take it out to our first track day in the US actually, and it went really well.
Oh, nice. That's good.
There's still a ton of work to do to it, like aero stuff. I have a big splitter that I'm building for it. A lot of this still has to be painted and primered and all that. I just want to make sure that I can weld all my tabs and everything and make sure everything is how I want it before I paint the whole car.
And you said that the turbo on this car is in a very unique location.
It is,
So
yeah.
can you show the audience where it is?
Yeah, so normally a Subaru turbo is actually back here, but on this car I'm trying to keep everything for one low center of gravity, so I put it as low as possible. And the other benefit to this is I tried to keep all the piping as short as possible so that when you're off and on throttle, it doesn't have a bunch of lag, it spools relatively quickly for being the size of turbo it is. So the turbo actually puts all the boost right into the bottom of the intercooler there, and that's a vertical intercooler. So unlike the drift car where the air goes sideways, the air in this one goes from in the bottom tank and then comes up and straight into the intake manifold.
Oh, wow. I didn't know there's different kinds of intercoolers. That's
Yeah.
really cool. This is still a 4-cylinder.
It is, yeah. So it's still technically it's an EJ25 still. So it's the stock engine configuration, what it comes with. It's just a lot of the extremities and stuff have been deleted or modified or something. The intake manifold's usually facing the other way and you get a big top mount intercooler up here. So we flipped this to make this as short as possible. And yeah, it just helps with piping so you don't have like really long piping coming around, right?
And you want to avoid piping as much as possible. It's better to just have shorter.
It's nice and short just so that the air goes straight in. It doesn't like have to, you know, just
travel
it creates
for longer.
lag. Exactly.
Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Wow, very cool.
So the really nice part about this is if you're ever at the track and might blow up an engine or two, right?
Yeah.
You can actually, to put this car into the trailer, you can literally just turn the ignition on and you have power steering.
Oh, that's
even
cool.
Even if the engine is seized, it's still very easy to turn the steering.
Wow, that's smart. That's really smart. This is the wing of the car. Can you explain about it? Because it's so massive.
Yeah, so this is the rear wing. It's a Cognition wing, and then I actually modified, or I made these wing mounts, the uprights, myself on our CNC plasma table. So I designed them to be as far back and as far up as the rules allow me.
Oh, as far back and as far up.
Yeah, so you get into the most clean air
the clean
outside, right? Because if you're getting air off the top of the car, it's all turbulent. It's not as clean. You want to have it like way out here would make way more downforce, but you're not allowed to run it way up here, right?
I see.
Yeah, and then also instead of like mounting it to the trunk or something, which could be flimsy, I've actually made these to go all the way through. And they actually bolt into the frame rails, like right on top of the frame rails.
Oh, I see.
So all the leverage of this wing is pushing down directly onto the frame of the car.
It has this massive exhaust pipe, and it's so cool because it's in the middle of the car.
Yeah.
Can you explain about this?
Yeah, so that's honestly just a bit of a personal preference. That's kind of, so there's actually a big story behind this exact muffler. Obviously that's not how it came. Like the muffler is actually part of a catback system that you can buy for a GD chassis, right? Like for an 04 to 07 or 02 to 07 WRX or STI. I actually met one of my really good friends with this exhaust. He had this one and I had a Fujitsu exhaust, and he wanted that one because it was quieter and I wanted this one because it was louder. So we traded exhausts, and that's how we kind of became really good friends. That was the start of it all. So this has like a lot of sentimental value actually to this.
That's awesome. That's a really nice story. And what's this on the side right here?
So this is actually the fuel. It's actually in the factory fuel filler spot. This is an aftermarket radium product, and it's a dry brake. So to fuel the car, it actually comes with a special mount for the tank, and you just clunk it into here, and this just basically opens up like that, and you crack the breather, and it just pumps fuel in there super fast, and then you just pop it off.
Oh, is there an advantage to this system?
Just to fuel up quicker.
Fuel up quicker,
yeah.
I see.
Yeah, fuel up quicker and just not make a mess. It's just a dry brake, so you don't need to mess around with nozzles and stuff like that.
See.
You just put it in and it's done. If you don't have this is actually another cool feature. If you just want to use a regular jerry can or something, you can also remove that and just fuel your car. So this is the mechanism.
No way.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I've never seen this before.
Yeah. And I put it in the factory location just cause, like a lot of race cars and stuff, you'll mount it inside.
Oh, okay.
I just did it for, again, ease. Like if we pull into the pits and I have a crew member that's helping me, they can just work on here, like fuel up the car while someone else is doing something else on the other part of the car.
Oh, I see.
Instead of having to open a door and
they can like see the location of it really easily.
It's easy, yeah.
Do you go through fuel quite a lot?
Yeah, so this no longer has a factory fuel tank anymore. So the factory fuel tank in these cars have like about 55 liters.
Yeah.
So in this, we have a radium fuel cell as well. It's just here in the back seat area.
Oh.
So yeah, we tried keeping it as low as possible for center of gravity and kind of in the middle of the car. So yeah, it's only on one side. It used to be on both, like it's a saddle tank from factory. So it kind of sits like a saddle on a horse would.
Oh, okay.
Or saddlebags on like a Harley or something.
I see, I see.
But yeah, this is only 20 liters now. So
just 20 liters.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're filling up.
Oh, we're filling up like every few laps. Like, you know, we'll go out and do like 5 or 6 laps, and then we have to come in and just pump fuel in there quickly.
That's crazy.
So,
I see why you got a system where it can be done
quick.
quicker. That makes sense. All right, and I see you also have this really sweet trailer. I absolutely love this design. Could you talk about it?
Yeah, for sure. Like this livery we decided to do based on all of customers' cars that we've built. So we built a really cool blue hatch. We've built the white GD race car, and then we have one of my, actually both of these guys are really good friends of mine, that he has a red GC race car. He does a lot of autocross. This is a dedicated track car, time attack car. And then this is actually my track car.
Oh, nice. Wow.
And then that's another car that we built, a VA with a wide body and everything on it. It was like actually the first wide body in Canada with a Pandem wide body kit on it, I think.
Oh, so. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. All right, guys, so there's these gold wheels, there's these massive wings, and even exhaust pipes next to me. I'm completely in heaven right here. This is my happy place. I hope you guys enjoyed this tour of Boost Barn, and I had an awesome time. And remember, guys, stay chillin'.